Chat, it's the bro tie, giving a verbal explanation for the demonstrations of the workouts I have chosen. Starting off, we have tricep pull downs. This exercise is a isolation exercise as it only targets one muscle, that being your triceps. With the contraction phases on the way down, you will be now I'm lost. On the way down, it is a concentric phase, while on the way back up, it is a eccentric phase. The purpose of this exercise is to target the agonist muscle, that being the main one of the workout, which is the triceps. Obviously, choose a reasonable weight that you can do. Stand about, shoulder width. Well, your feet have got to be about shoulder width apart, something like that, and stand reasonably close to the machine, not too far, not too close. The joint movements in this exercise are elbow extension and elbow flexion. This next workout is a dumbbell chest press. This is a compound exercise as it targets multiple muscle groups, those muscles being your pecs, your triceps, and your deltoids. The antagonist and agonist muscles for this, starting with the agonist muscle, which is the prime mover, is your pecs, your anterior deltoids, and the triceps, while the antagonist muscles are your latissimus dorsi, your posterior deltoids, and your biceps. Alright, so for this next workout, we have dumbbell chest press. This is a compound exercise, targets multiple muscle groups, that being your pecs, your triceps, and your deltoids. The agonist muscles in this workout are your pec majors, your anterior deltoids, and your triceps, while the antagonist muscles are the latissimus dorsi, your posterior deltoids, and your biceps. During the concentric phase of this lift, your shoulders will undergo horizontal adduction, and your elbow joints will undergo a extension during the concentric phase, while during the eccentric, you will have horizontal shoulder abduction and elbow flexion during the eccentric phase of the lift. So that is coming back down where concentric is going up. So yeah, hopefully that was explained well. Right, yeah. So for this next exercise, we have a barbell squat. This exercise is a compound exercise, not an isolation exercise, because it involves multiple muscle groups. The agonist muscles during a squat are your quads, your glutes, and your hip flexors. They are working while you're on the upwards phase of the squat. The antagonist muscles in this workout are your hamstrings, your erector spinae, and the hip flexors. And these, during the downward phase of the squat, is when they work. The joint movements performed in this exercise are hip flexion, knee flexion, and ankle dorsiflexion during the descent. So that'll be going down. And hip extension, knee extension, and ankle plantar flexion during the ascent of the squat, so coming back up. With this last workout, we have Russian twist. The type of exercise Russian twists are is an isolation exercise because this targets one muscle group in particular, that being your core muscles, such as your obliques and core muscles. The agonist muscles, which are the primary movers in this workout, is your internal and external obliques, your rectus abdominis, and your transverse abdominis, with the antagonist muscles, which are the secondary movers, being your erector spinae and just lower back muscles. The joint movements performed in this exercise involve the hip joints, which are hip flexion and hip rotation, your spinal joints, which is just rotation, and your shoulder joints, which are also rotation. And I think that's pretty much everything. Chat. Anywho, that is the end of my voiceover assessment. Cheer my bro.